Hopefully that all works out. If not, then I'm kind of fucked. But yeah. Anyway, so now I'm doing analysis of Reptar's dad versus Cynax, Falcon versus Falco. Um, so yeah, let's just get started. I can't pause while looking at while I have chat up. But yeah. So Cynax just did like a pretty bad Falco ledge option, which is he did like well, not bad, but the way he did it was bad. So he did Falco's ledge dash, not ledge dash. He did Falco's waveland onto side platform, and then on Yoshi's it was a lot. Obviously, the ledge is a lot closer, but he did like run off. He did waveland run off up air on the side platform, and that's really just not good against Falcon. Because if Falcon is throwing out any short hop aerials, as long as they're not like instant ones, they'll pretty much all reach above the side platform. Like Falcon's short hop aerial does here. His up air obviously does. His nair doesn't, but it can catch them coming off. His knee can catch it, especially on Yoshi's. But the main option to think of to contest this is mainly the Falcon short insta up air, and or delayed up air, but insta up air is typically what you're going to do. So short insta up air, and it'll cover that ledge option. It'll cover them pretty much just going to platforms completely unless they shield. So you force them to shield. But yeah, anyway, you didn't go off at all for this edge guard. You got the phantom hit. So just now, if you don't feel like comfortable going off for like weak knee stuff, so I'd have gone for like a weak knee coverage right now. But even if you don't feel confident going for that right now, like you're not showing that you're willing to grab ledge. Like there's no way you're really gonna grab ledge right now. So if your opponent was actually like thinking, he just side beats the ledge immediately, and he does. He was kind of late on it, but he could have just done like dodge and back side beat to ledge, which he does. So if you're not gonna go off for like weak knee coverage, the least you should do is at least threaten that you could do like shield pivot, wave dash to ledge. Like if you're just by ledge like this, I just do dash back, shield pivot, or shield stop, wave dash to ledge like this, and then you can get ledge. That would force him to do like a side B on stage, which you either go for the mix-up on, depending on shortens, or it would force him to up B, in which case you refresh ledge. So that's I'll actually talk about that for a second now. So I'm gonna have Falco go off, and he's gonna start an up B around here, and yeah, he's gonna go towards Falcon. And the thing is, if you grab ledge, assuming they side B like this, and you see the up B, then you just refresh ledge so that you grab it just before Falco would hit you with his up B like this. And I think that'll work, yeah. So then, yeah, you refresh the ledge to grab it like that. Maybe a bit sooner than I did, because, yeah. Okay, so refresh ledge. And now, when Falco's doing his up B, you can react to it. So, when he goes straight towards ledge, you refresh and he'll die. If he goes up and onto stage like this, so this is the only other angle he really has at this position at least. If he does this angle, then you just react. So this is like frame 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You've definitely reacted by now. So you can do ledge hop, back air, and then he's at 0, but he obviously wouldn't be at 0. So then this would send him off stage, and then he's dead. So yeah. So that's essentially that. So yeah, that's how you would do that coverage. So just learn, that's like something you just gotta practice. You gotta learn to refresh your ledge intangibility and whatnot when on reaction to when they up B. But you weren't even threatening that stuff is the main point. Okay, so when you're on Randall just here, I got that you were just waiting for Randall to go so you could grab ledge, but at least hold shield right here. He could have done like a drop through down air just now and hit you. If you're holding shield, you're at least safer. I don't really agree with up air here. If they DI in on the up air here, then I guess you get another up air, but there's no reason for them to DI it. I obviously have flow charts on percents where you can up for F smash, up throw, blah blah blah, whatever. So right now I'd either down tilt or I would just regrab. I don't think you can get a knee right now on this percent. Actually, no, you might be able to. I might just be talking shit. So, but the point is, up air is not the decision that you should do, and I have the flowcharts that you can check out in the Falcon Discord, um, and you shouldn't have. And I don't think up air is optimal there. Let's see how you didn't get that second hit of Nair out. So you started your first hit of Nair kind of late into your jump, and as you can see, you fast fell it and didn't get your second hit out. And there's multiple reasons for this. So if you are in the air for 2 frames after your short hop, and then you start your Nair, and you fast fall, and you buffer your fast fall, as you can see, the second hit does not come out. If you do an immediate short hop Nair, and you buffer the fast fall, the second hit does not come out. If you want to buffer the fast fall and get the second hit to come out, then what you should do is have 1 frame in the air before you Nair, like this. And then, even if you buffer the fast fall, like this, it comes out. Now, there's still some shit about double L cancel on hit and off hit. That's still there. But essentially, it's just fine. You just don't have to worry about the fast fall into not getting the second hit of Nair out, which happens quite a lot if you if you have quite late or super early Nairs. That's the Nair timing that I essentially learned. I'm pretty sure I've said this before when I've done analysis. You keep doing dash grabs. I'm pretty sure it was you I talked to about this. Instant dash grabs go further than jump cancel grabs, which is fine, but like it's so much laggier. Jump cancel grab has so much less lag, and although it doesn't have quite the same like distance on the hitboxes like this one does, it's better because you just run further and then jump cancel grab, because dash grab has so much more startup and end lag that unless you're fighting against like low opponents like Sheik, Crouch, where dash grab will always catch her and standing grab won't as much, then you should pretty much just always jump cancel grab, unless you're in like down throw regrab stuff, in which case it's better. So this is actually a very common situation, and my nose is kind of whatever. He crossed up your shield, and that's common, and then he did an up tilt. I don't even worry about this that much anymore, because it's not even like you hear low-level Falcons complain about this all the time, but like I've never really found this that struggling. So Falco crosses up shield and then does an up tilt or something. Well, I've got him doing an up smash here, but I'll get him to do an up tilt now. So Falco does cross up tilt on shield. I mean cross up Nair on shield, or just aerial, any aerial really, into up tilt. And then I'll get him to do another up tilt, because that's also really common, because yeah. So there's multiple things you can do here. For starters, when he crosses up your shield with the aerial, you can do a stomp in place, and like you can drift around their aerial hitbox, but that depends on spacing, so it's not consistent. So I don't recommend that. If they do a super high aerial, you can sometimes get out a back air. Not in this case, but like you'll see Wizzy often go for like back air at shield. It's not like quite true. I'm just showing you like the ones that don't always work at the moment. Like back air, it gets caught here, so that's not like really that consistent either. And so what else? You can't stomp out a shield. You can't so you can't stomp out a shield, and you can't back air at a shield. So what you should do is you should just wave dash at a shield forward away from them. They're gonna miss their up tilt, and then you can just fucking grab them. And I've done this so many times to dumb spacies. Like, I've probably done this like 1,000 times to Libbers. Just wave dash at a shield. Wave dash at a shield to avoid the up tilt. Well, if I can get it. There you go. Wave dash at a shield, avoid the up tilt, and then grab them and then kill them. Or, if you think they're going to do a double up tilt, like the Falco here does, which is pretty common, they do up tilt, and now they're going to do another up tilt, so you can just do short hop stomp, and then like, so you wait for the first up tilt, they do that, you do short hop stomp, avoid the second up tilt, and then come in and punish them. Again, that's really like, it's not as consistent as the wave dash at shield stuff, because the wave dash at shield stuff is just far easier. Like it just works. So yeah. If you get hit on shield on Randall, you do fall off, but it just doesn't. It's not as bad as getting fucking hit and then just dying. And realistically, you should maybe like just shield drop and then just double jump to ledge or something. But if you're gonna just stay on Randall like he was, Reptar's dad was, then I'd recommend just shielding on the side platform. Oh, not on the side platform, on Randall or whatever. So yeah. Wow, this is a pretty quick set. See, I appreciate the idea just then. So you tried to cover the mistech with this knee, and then I'm not sure if this was a read or a reaction, but you tried to stomp the tech roll in. That could have worked, but you might have needed to space your knee a bit more on the mistech, and also it was a bit late. But I like the idea. It was a pretty good idea. Again, so this is the same situation, and this time you do a back air at a shield, similar to what Wizzy sometimes does. And if the opponent is slow, that back air can sometimes work. But again, like I showed here, if the Falco or Fox is like fast, it'll just catch you out of your thing. If you can also space the back air, like jump away, and then like if you jump away at the right time, and then you can like catch it, but like that's so inconsistent, while the wave dash at shield is not inconsistent at all. You just like wave dash at shield, avoid the up tilt, and then just come in and whiff punish it. I'm kind of messing up a bit, but that's because of multiple reasons, mainly that it's recording, so it's a bit laggy. But yeah, that's essentially it. So you should have tried to AMS attack that. Essentially what you should have done is, obviously, like, you were pretty much just dead there. Like, there was not that much you could have done, but like, why not just try and see if you can live? So essentially, if you're like let's say you're at fucking, let's say you're at 60%, and now I'm going to have Falco just back air you. So essentially, if you were on Randall and you were in your up B lag, so you can't crouch cancel. Obviously, you can crouch cancel anyway. Well, you could actually, but yeah. So you can't crouch cancel. The worst, if you held down, you just ASDI down, but that's not good because you'll be off stage. So if you ASDI down, you'll be in a really bad position. So what you can do is you can AMS attack like this, and you can do it in or away. I recommend doing it in because that will mean that there's more of a chance that the next time they hit you, it'll be in as well. So obviously they could land on Randall with you and then hit you again, and then you'll try and AMS attack that as well. But essentially, like, he's obviously going off for the back air just here because that's the only thing he can do. So you're up being the best you can do is land on Randall, which you do. I'm pretty sure you do. Yeah, you landed on Randall. Right now, you should input AMS attack, and that way, if you AMS attack, oops, 1 second, that's kind of loud actually. Anyway, that way, if you AMS attack the back air, then you'll be on Randall again. They'll have to, if they don't land on Randall, that means you've recovered. If they do land on Randall, then you'll have another chance to AMS attack or something. How do you AMS attack? Well, in case you don't know how to AMS attack, essentially, if you look at the top left, you hold C stick down, like shown, and then you hold a control stick, your control stick either down and to the right, to the left, and that will let you tack in. Whoops, I didn't tack. So control C stick down, control stick down and to the left, and that will let you tack in like that. Or control stick down and away, and that will let you tack away. You could do down and away for longer because of how the move sends you. So, and this is just like you shouldn't really need to practice that much because just make sure you can do it and you're fine because it's not hard to AMS attack. That was a pretty risky weak knee attempt. I don't really go for those. I don't really go for these up throw weak knee. I believe that was an up throw one. I don't really go for this because they have so many options right here. They could double jump back, side to be high, and if you're gonna commit to this fast fall now, it's just super risky. But yeah. Also after the up B hit here, if you see that you're not gonna be able to reach ledge, then just like air dodge up, and then you'll grab ledge afterwards. Because if you hit them with Falcon dive, your up B, close to ledge, like just near ledge, then you won't be able to grab the ledge afterwards. So game 2. Again, another dash grab. So that's just a really bad habit of yours from what I see and remember. You got hit by his laser reset here. If you see that you're going to miss tech, whether it be you're tech trapped or any other thing like that. So if you see that you're going to get mistacked by Falco, so I'm going to have him do this. If you see that you have mistacked or that you're going to mistack for whatever reason, you could just SDI up like this. So I'd do wank DI like fucking I'd just wank DI up, but yeah, that's not. Yeah, just like wank DI up, and then you could just like wave land or double jump out like that. Or you could just have one smash DI input. Just holding up won't work, sadly. So you can't just hold up. You'll still get laser reset if you do that. So you need to SDI up, whether it be one smash, an input like that, or well, to be honest, you might as well just do one input on reaction to their laser, because by the time that they've, yeah, you could just do react to the laser, and then just smash the eye on reaction. So you don't even need to wank the eye. And this is probably like the optimal way to do this. And then afterwards, I would recommend doing like a waveland out if you can. That you probably need to practice that, and I would probably need to as well. So just like SDI up, SDI up. There, I got it there. So SDI up. So I got SDI up on the laser, so that I didn't get reset. And then I air dodged out of the laser stun, landed, and then I could start dash dancing or whatever. And then if you did this, like if you did this waveland out, and then they went in for like a punish, like let's say they went in for a down air to punish the laser, to punish you after the laser reset, and you did waveland out, dash dance away, dash dance in, grab. That's likely gonna hit them. In fact, I'll see now whether it does. So they hit laser. I don't have the accurate time on here, but I'm just gonna go on. Like this down air would hit or whatever, and then obviously it doesn't because you didn't get reset. You come in and grab them, blah blah blah. Essentially, you don't get punished by laser reset. Now, obviously that's hard, and I'm not going to deny that. But the point is that even if you got tech trapped or you just messed up, that's not the end of the world. You still have counterplay to his combo routes or his punish routes. So what I would do here is, no matter what angle, unless he does straight up, any angle he chooses right here, other than straight up, is going to get hit by back air. So I would just do a back air near ledge, and then if he does straight up, you could do like a turnaround F tilt or something else. So I'm pretty sure you could like cover anything they do after that straight up angle. But just to check, obviously this isn't Pokemon Stadium, so it might be slightly different on Battlefield. But yeah, let's say they up B here. So if they up B towards Falcon, obviously I'm just gonna throw out a back air and I'm just gonna hit him like that. And now let's say they go straight up instead, and then they fast fall and grab ledge. I think I might even just have time to turn around up tilt or back air again. So I get one back air out, I land. I'm gonna try instant. I'm gonna try another back air. I think I missed my L cancel there, so I'm gonna try and do that again. Got it there. Yeah, you just back air again. So the point is, like, throw out one aerial to cover them doing it towards you, and then afterwards you can cover the straight up with an up air or another aerial or anything like that. You might even be able to do run off aerial, like run off double jump up air. That might work, but obviously you might not want to do this because you don't have time. But yeah, you have time to cover all of their angles here. Is it a 12 frame window? What AM's attack? AM's attack is a 20 frame. It's just a normal attack. What's a 12 frame window? So yeah. Oh, that was a sick combo by him. That was a really nice overshot nair by you. Obviously, the stuff you did before then was whatever, but that nair just then was really good for. Obviously, I'm not going to say that you were trying to counterplay what he was doing, but like as you see, he. I'm pretty sure Falco's nair comes out the next frame here. I'll check. So nair is frame 3. No, nair is frame 4. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, never mind. It was 2 frames off of coming out. So essentially, you caught him in his aerial startup with your nair, which is really it's good. Like if you can get your nair out before he can get any of his aerials out, then you'll just win that trade. Obviously, not trade, but you'll win that interaction. Obviously, so that's just good. Yeah, that was a good knee. I'm not sure why your opponent's side bead there. I feel like you definitely should have upbeat to make it harder for you, but oh well, we'll take that. What happened here? This dash dance grab here was super slow. Have I skipped it? Oh, it was here. So it was like near 406. So like you didn't even like you again. You're doing a dash grab, which only makes it slower. But he had time to jab you afterwards. So for starters, obviously stop doing dash grab in places where you should jump cancel grab. Um, and secondly, dash dance grab isn't reactive to spaces like this. You can sometimes do it reactively, but it's also always going to be a pseudo read because they can mix up fast fall timings, they can mix up drift. There's loads of mix-ups on top of whiff punishing, um, things like this. Defensive tools not so much, but this is an offensive tool. Offensive tools are more consistently punished with your defensive tools, such as Lord Stomps, although that's also kind of variable to some stuff. Walls, such as Nair. Nair will always, well, not always, but Nair, unless your opponent whiff punishes it, if your opponent comes at you with an aerial or an approach, Nair will very cleanly just stuff it, like the majority of the time. Back air, it's always gonna, unless they catch you in the startup, it's always gonna clean beat spacey aerials pretty much because of just the hitbox and how good it is in comparison to theirs. So if you want a more consistent way to beat Spacey's approaches, you just throw out a defensive tool of your own, like a pivot Nair is pretty good for that. But yeah. Um, and then when you go for whiff punishes, because obviously grab is far faster and grounded, so obviously you need to go for whiff punishes sometimes. But when you do, you just got to keep in mind that it's always going to be some sort of read. While this time, you seem to literally just be trying to react to his jump here. You see it, and then you come in for the grab, but he's actionable so fast by the time that you reacted that he had time to jab you. That doesn't help that you're trying to. It doesn't help that you're trying to dash grab, but it's important to keep it in mind that you were playing reactively in a situation where you couldn't. Anyway, so I saw another dash grab just then, but I feel like I've said it so much that I might just I feel I probably shouldn't say that anymore. I'm pretty sure after that stomp you had time to cover his. Okay, you missed your L cancel, I'm pretty sure, but if you L cancelled, you would have had. Yeah, if you L cancelled, I feel like you would have had enough time to cover the tech and the tech. I mean the miss tech, while also being able to cover the attack roll as a read. So yeah. So this time you did wave dash out shield on his up tilt, but then what do you do after that? You just did wave dash after his up tilt, which is kind of weird. If they do a double up tilt, then you could wave dash out shield after the first up tilt and then grab him before the second, similar to what I showed. I mean, yeah, grab him after the second. I mean, similar to what I showed earlier with the aerial cross up. But just doing if you're just spamming stomp at a shield, that's just like that's inviting them to just up tilt you and then for you to just die. Anyway, that's it. Um, that's it for this analysis. It was kind of a short one because it was short VOD. It was only half an hour, but it's a short VOD, not much you can do. But yeah, hope it was useful. Um, thanks. Bye.